This is a joke. You guys got nothing on me. This ain't gonna stick. Call my lawyer. What a crack. Why don't you go eat a donut?
Yeah, I got your donut. Show him what we got.
Boys picked this up about an hour ago in the field. Take a good listen.
Some friends of yours.
So, what'd you find out?
Hey, boss, they just arrested Joey. They got him downtown.
You got Joey.
Yeah, they picked him up last night.
That's not good. I'll tell you what, why don't you go down to the station there and bail out Joey and take him out for a nice dinner? And drive him someplace in Indiana and give him a nice turkey.
Going to dinner tonight, huh? Try the calamari.
You's got me. These guys are gonna whack me out. I wanna be protected. You gotta send me somewhere where no one's gonna find me.
We'll do that for you, but what I need from you is names and dates and places. I need that board filled out. Start talking.
All right, I'll start at the beginning. Everything was going fine till we started breaking the rules. We lived like kings. We could go and come as we pleased. We made all the money, had all the women. We were stars. Everything was fine till we started breaking the rules.
A giraffe or a llama or perhaps some sort of gibbon that climbs through trees, I should have done the time. I should have let him whack me out.
It was a bad time. It was a bad city. He got drunk and we lost him. Can you believe that? We lost the mayor of the city. For 4 days, 4 months.
Challenge Park. Yeah, the challenge is finding this place. Go to the extreme. There, I just did. Come on, Ike, let's go. I feel like a leper. I bet you they got lepers out here.
10 minutes after the bank closed, we were dressed like clowns. Everybody was calm. They thought we were working for the bank. And then some kid noticed my gun. Next thing I know, the alarms are going off.
They got those, what do they call them, the chupacabras out here. They like to go in those remote areas. They suck the blood out of your head. That's what they do. I gotta get out of here. I should have took the hit. That's what I should have done. How you doing? My name is Joseph White. I'm the new safety officer here at Challenge Park Extreme. Welcome. You might say I've got a little bit of a background in enforcing the rules. In 16 years, we haven't had any accidents or injuries due to players or equipment. And my bonus at the end of the year depends on it, so we ain't gonna start now. This is my business associate, Ike. Say hello to everybody, Ike. Let's go over some rules, shall we? Okay, first and very important is goggle safety. Whenever you leave a registration area in the park and pass one of these signs that say goggles on, that means, guess what? You gotta have your goggles on, and you gotta leave them on. Ike here is gonna demonstrate some of the things you cannot do regarding goggle safety. Okay, the first one is you cannot break the seal of the goggles and your eyes. Another thing you can't do is lift the goggles off your face, like this. Show 'em, Mike. Now then, the first time you break the rule, one of my friends with the red shirts on are gonna remind you not to do it again. Now the second time you break the rules, Ike's gonna ask you to leave. There's always one wise guy in every group. Hey, have fun walking home, Slick. I told him to leave his goggles on. Here's a rule you only get to break one time and then we toss you right out of the park. No drugs or alcohol. So leave the little funny cigarettes and the brewskis at home, all right? This is for you, you Hey, eat this. Here, eat this, you stupid piece of Oh, yeah. My associate Ike just reminded me of one of our rules here at Challenge Park Extreme. No profanity. This is a family joint, all right? Remember, even if you got one of those silly nicknames like Butthead, the referees might not know the difference. So let's all be minding our P's and Q's, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Here, you not very nice person. You big piece of poo. Let us talk for a moment about our friend, the barrel plug. Now then, there are 2 places in the entire park where you can remove your barrel plug. That would be on the target range when you're practicing with your equipment, and in the fields of play when the referee tells you to do so. Other than that, the barrel plug should always be in place on your gun. And by the way, a squeegee does not a barrel plug make, all right? Guns are not allowed inside the building, and that goes for the bathroom too. There's no reason to bring a gun in the bathroom. Okay, oh, you see this? This aggravates me. Don't dump your paintballs on the ground. This is the ground, that's a dumpster. The only time you can throw a paintball in the park is throwing it in the dumpster. Also, if you find a paintball on the ground and you think it looks good, it's not. Don't put it in your gun, because it'll jam up the gun and make a mess, then I gotta fix it. I get really, really aggravated at that. Remember, throw discarded paintballs in the dumpster and never put a found paintball in your gun. Okay, the lawyers here at Challenge Park Extreme have asked me to read the following. Hold on a second here. Okay, no unauthorized equipment. That means guests are never allowed to bring onto the field knives of any sort, no tools of any sort, no machetes, no axes, no hatchets, no paint grenades, no paint mines, no multiple paintball launchers, no pyrotechnics, no smoke grenades, no types of firearms, and no explosives either, all right? Hand grenade. Hey, I'm impressed. This is Central Park area. This is one of the few places you can smoke, besides around the complex and in the parking lot. Other than that, you may have noticed you cross the tram path in order to get to Central Park area. Make sure you're careful and only cross at the designated areas. Don't get hit by the tram, because then I lose my bonus, and I will not be happy. We talked about that. Go get him, Mike. When we commute at Challenge Park Extreme by way of the tram, we have a few rules to follow. First off, when you get on the tram, you use the stairs to get on. Once we are on the tram, we sit down and we stay seated until the tram comes to a complete stop at our destination. Then we use the stairs again to get off the tram. We don't leap off and on like this is some trolley in San Francisco. Capiche? I think you got it. Let's go, Ike. There are a variety of fields here at Challenge Park Extreme, and you'll be able to play all kinds of different games. Now, I'm not going to get into each one of them. I'll leave that to my friends in the red shirts. They'll tell you all about them. But there are a few things that will apply to every game that you play here. For instance, the paint check option. Let us discuss the paint check option. By the way, do you notice we're wearing our goggles and our barrel plugs are in place? Okay. Gentlemen, if you'd take your places, please. Sometimes you're playing paintball and the frenzy that ensues is getting you crazy and you say, whoa, hey, did I get hit? I don't know if I got hit. Well, you have a paint check option You call for a referee. You call, hey, paint check. And he will come over to check and see if indeed you've been hit by a paintball. Please illustrate the point there, Ike.
Paint check. This player's clean.
The player is clean, has been declared by the referee. Guess what that means? That means the other guys can start shooting at you again. Nice going, Ike. Okay, another option that you have in the field is called the surrender option. Whatever. Me, I prefer to go out in a blaze of glory, but if you prefer to surrender, you have that option. Let's say you're out of paint or you're just a little scared. Let us demonstrate, shall we? Ike, if you will. I surrender! Big wuss. Poor kid will never live that down. Okay, we're going to talk about blind shooting. That means shooting at something that you're not looking at. For example, Ike, if you'd be so kind to demonstrate. Around corners or over your head. Don't do that. Bad, Ike. During the game, remember, the referee's decision is final. All calls that the referee makes must be adhered to. Remember, the referee is our friend. Hey? Never ever try to shoot somebody in the head. Now, occasionally it might happen by accident, but don't ever try to shoot somebody in the head because we don't like it. And you're going to be asked to leave if you do so. So there is no confusion over the forbidden headshot. Let me explain. If this is all you can see, do not take the shot. Also, no physical contact with the other players. None of this. None of this. Right? Ain't that a shame? Malicious acts are forbidden at Challenge Park Extreme. Malicious. Big word. I'll break it down for you. Don't do stuff that's mean. Like intentionally shooting at things that aren't going to shoot back at you. Like the tops of buildings. And the structures. Don't climb on them. Don't try to get in my windows or on top of my cars or inside of my cars or in the trunk. Oh, and don't ever mess with the wildlife. Don't shoot at the animals. It makes Ike get very irate. Okay, here's another rule. No construction of booby traps. That means don't build a tiger pit or a tripwire. Don't do anything that's going to hinder the movement of your fellow players. I mean, that ain't fair. Make sure to avoid all field hazards, such as fallen trees, big rocks, or the odd cliff that you may encounter. Hey, Ike, help this kid up, would you? How you doing? Oh, look at this guy. Hey, this is compressed air. This is direct sunlight. The two go together about as good as my ex-wife and happiness. Don't leave your equipment out in the sun, all right? And cover this up, this guy. After a day of shooting at your fellow human being, you may run out of air in your tank. That's why we have this very convenient air fill station here at the park. It's very simple, and it's free, which is nice. Let me show you how to do it. Fill me up, Ike. It's very simple. Slide the sleeve back, insert the nipple, allow the sleeve to slide forward. The guy inside will do the rest. Okay, here's a scenario. You're out in the field and all of a sudden something goes wrong with your equipment. So you decide, hey, let me take it apart and fiddle with it. Forget about it. You don't do that. Take your equipment, bring it back to the equipment area, let one of the professionals fix it for you, all right? That's what we're paying these guys for. Okay, let's recap some of the important safety rules at Challenge Park Extreme. Keep your goggles on your face and in place at all times. Remember, the barrel plug stays in your gun until the referee says to remove it. Always be aware of the tram and cross the tram path at designated areas only. And always listen to the referees. That's good. No one's ever gonna find this. Hey, how you doing? Listen, we know you're gonna have a great time today at Challenge Park Extreme. And remember, play by the rules, huh? Make me proud of you. We'll see you later. We're gonna go plant some trees. Yeah, that's it, trees. Come on, Ike. Let's go plant some trees, huh? You're a good kid, Ike. I like you. You want an ice cream cone? I'll get you a big ice cream cone. You keep up the good work, I'm gonna get you another new puppy. Now remember, these are living creatures. You gotta treat it like a living creature. You can't be squeezing it like you did the last one. Come on. I gotta teach you a lot of things, Ike. But I like you. You're my best friend.